Welcome to a brand new podcast, and this is Oracle 19, and my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your brand on this platform, promote your business, email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. So we definitely could set that up for you. Again, that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And that's the same email if you want to donate to us, make a free will offering through our PayPal account. Again, that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. So definitely, as we keep expanding worldwide, we definitely could use your support. So again, whatever you can afford, send it to us. We definitely appreciate that. Check out our baby shopper mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of different products from men's, kids, ladies' clothes, jewelry, house products, perfume, cologne, and much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.com. Also check out evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. There you'll find custom clothes, accessories, digital products such as ebooks for personal as well as business use. So that's Evolution of London. evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. There you'll find games, DVDs, more clothes, and much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.store. And we have different links to other affiliates. www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. You'll see other links to other affiliates. So you can support us that way. And we do have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that is not posted on YouTube. www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. You'll find digital artwork, and we do consulting services as well. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars, from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, peppermint, just to name a few. So if you want to place an order, you can contact and send an email to royalty9international@gmail.com for your luxury candles. And you can find the company on Instagram, TikTok, Royalty9 International. So definitely support and get your luxury candles, 35 plus burning time. Again, that's Royalty9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years, so if you want to book a consultation, you can email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Again, that's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And also, you can check out his merchandise, www.wjaaccessories.com. Again, that's www.wjaaccessories.com for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, so if you want to book for him to come to your venue, you can email him at djpanthro519@gmail.com. Again, that's DJ Panthro, Panthro, 519@gmail.com. And you can find him on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, DJ Panthro 519. And his additional platform is The Real DJ Panthro. Again, that's The D-A, Real DJ Panthro. And that's on TikTok as well. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his platform on YouTube, you'll see his other social media sites. So like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continuing to train on YouTube, the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube. And finishing up on the Greatness 19 channel. It's now, let's see, close to 650 shows. So definitely support that by like, subscribing, and like I mentioned, and sharing that worldwide. And also support Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. So like, subscribe, and share to Mr. Evolution of London. Cindy's Place. She has custom clothes, accessories, digital products as well. So her website is www.cindysplace.org. Again, that's www.cindysplace.org for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So, any information I haven't mentioned would be in the description box of the Oracle 19 radio, or our Oracle 19 podcast. You will find the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London. Obviously, both of those is on YouTube. You'll find information in the description box there. Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. Just type in the Oracle 19. Information in the description box there as well. And finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, well, as usual, every week, different topics. Some of the topics, a lot of the topics will be triggering, but again, it's my perspective. So today, being mad disrespectful. That's my topic. Being mad disrespectful. And you find this in society, people outright being just disrespectful. No regard to what can happen to them or what the outcome could be. And I'm sure all of us, or most of us, have experienced this. And I find this, let's start with the workplace. The workplace could be very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I think it's more disrespectful than you dealing with people in the streets, on the street level. Because at least in the street level, people know there's a certain code in the streets. You could be disrespectful and something could happen to you. You could be deleted off of the face of this earth. At the workplace, and I find, and I know through experience, and I know y'all guys know through experience, you have people that just will outright, like for example, you will have people, whether they're your co-workers or supervisors, they will talk about you behind your back and then be right in front of you the next day or the same day, and they will just say, "Hey, how you doing?" and ask you, or how's your family members and how is home and all of this other stuff. And so much disrespect within the workplace. So much disrespect. That's why the topic is being mad disrespectful. And I hate it. I hate it to the core. Because this disrespectfulness can get you hurt. Really. I mean, the people that, from supervisors to your co-workers, say these things, do these things, and then turn right around and smile at you. To me, that boggles my mind. It really does, and I hate the phoniness. I really do. I just, or I should say even hate it, but I have a strong dislike. Don't talk to me, or keep the conversation minimum. Just keep it for business purposes. Don't ask about how my family is doing or what I'm doing for vacation and all of this, and you smiling in my face, and you turn right around and talk about me. I'm speaking of the course of the past, but I also could make that applicable to your guys' life too, because I know you dealt with that. And I can only speak here in North America. That's a system that I find white people, that's under their flag. Because under their system, they notorious for smiling in your face, and it's a fake smile, and they just don't, and they don't like you. I know you don't like me. Let's cut the crap here. Let's cut the bullshit right now. Let's cut the bullshit right now. You don't like me. Why are you going to smile in my face and be phony? And I'm speaking like in the third person type of thing, because I know that could be applicable, like I mentioned, to your guys' life. You see that every time, where it's being mad disrespectful. You don't like me, but yet and still you want to smile in my face and strike a conversation about how's the family, how's this, how's that, what are you doing for the weekend, and you turn right around and you don't like me. You talk about me. You're not happy, or whatever the case. How many times y'all guys go through this in the work world? And I know you want to vent, and I know it could be applicable. Now, when I just say, again, this is not all white people doing that, but this is their system in North America. Let's be for real. And under their system, this is how this how it is set up. Phoniness. Even white people can use this, it could apply it in their life because other white folks is phony that way, so they could relate to that. And I use that with white people because in their system, their system is, they dominate the system in North America. So there's a lot of phoniness because on the streets, that would be different. You can't be disrespectful, just smiling in a person's face, talking about them and all of this stuff. People that's in the streets know and they understand where I'm coming from. Because that could lead to deletion, being deleted. But it's this phoniness and how to go through it, guys, especially if you're in the work environment. You can't really say anything to anyone or keep it very minimal. I can see why a lot of people, especially, well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, there's certain people, let me rephrase this. When you're at the workplace, you really, and you have a certain type of spirit about you. And people could pick that up. Like you're a type of guy, you're not a company individual. You're a no-nonsense individual. And you don't end up speaking too much to anyone. You keep it very basic. And if you have that type of spirit in you, you got to keep it very basic at the place, at the workplace. You just have to do your job, keep your mouth quiet, or keep quiet, I should say. And just, it's in and out. Especially if you're a man. And to double down, especially if you're a black man. Because people will be mad disrespectful to you. Indirectly. And I'm break that down, especially a black man. Number one, you get indirectly stereotyped. You know, with a little slick remarks. Prime example, you can, let's say as a black man working at a workplace, you know, you could be just an everyday working guy and people will just stereotype you. Make certain comments. Yeah, what comments? Like, I could pick a topic randomly. You know, you could be like in conversation at the job and something comes up like in terms of maybe just a topic about just some entertainment. And they and other races and white people and other races will stereotype you black man like, oh yeah, I know you, yeah, Billy, you I seen this on TV yesterday and I seen LeBron James, yeah, he scored 42 points and he dunked the ball. It's so amazing. Willie, you could play basketball, right? Willie, you play basketball, right? You look, because you're a good size, a big buck. I mean, a average size black man. You could play basketball, right? And you know, Willie look around like, no, I never played basketball in my life. And what? Really? You got the size for it. Yeah, you must be playing basketball. You lying, Willie. You lying. You play basketball. You lying. Now, why automatically assume that Willie played basketball? But on the job, you get mad disrespectful from people. People being mad disrespectful, indirectly or directly, by making comments on the job. Indirectly, like I said, or directly. This is at the workplace. Assuming. And they will make these remarks at the job. That's just one example of many examples. Black men, you know what it is. At least most of you should know what it is. Again, that's being mad disrespectful. I'm just using that terminology. And you find this. Men have to go through the disrespect, but especially black men. You get disrespect from women. Now, in general, women will disrespect men at the workplace, and they will make slick comments about, intelligence and little slick comments you'll find. Women power, and especially you have women as supervisors. Slick comments will be part of the menu if you at that workplace long enough. Because these things, if it was on the street level, a real gutter level, and what I mean by that, for people that need clarification, if you living in that, I call the underworld, street life, hustling, you're not going to get the disrespect. And I'm not saying this is a good thing, hustling in the streets, don't get me wrong, but in that world, disrespect will be at a minimum, because you can be deleted when you're dealing with street guys that have been in and out of jail. A lot of certain things that will occur in the workplace will not occur in the streets, because it could be a murder, death, kill. But at the workplace, a lot of disrespect floats around. People just say whatever, because they know there's a system, there's an umbrella where they won't be deleted and they will be protected under the company law. This is why work is not working for, corporate America or corporate North America, or working for someone else is not for everyone and everybody. I know it's not really, no, let me just take that back. It's not for me, even though I have, experienced that and done that in the past, but it's not for me. I just work, especially as I get older, I have to have my own, because it eliminates the disrespect, how people address me. And when you work in a corporate environment, or you work for someone else, and for a corporation, I should say, disrespect is always on the menu. People just, because you get different types of people, different races, different backgrounds, and they feel they could just say whatever and do whatever. Even they have these so-called laws. It's still, it's people is more disrespectful at the workplace than it is in the streets, in my personal opinion. And that's why I'm really honing in on that. But a different disrespect too, people being mad disrespectful, you find this within family nowadays. That's becoming more and more prevalent as this society collapses. You're finding that a lot, prime example, parents and children relationships. How children are mad disrespectful towards the parents. Mad disrespectful nowadays. Because see, at schools, which is basically one big daycare, the teachers and the staff teaches that if your parents say anything to you, we could call up, Children's Society. We could call up the police, who basically is just a phone call away. And basically, they always hovering around the schools, the public schools anyway. And they tell the children, we protect you. We're going to protect you. If the parents say anything to you, we are here. We got you. So, and then the children now is being indoctrinated with the philosophies, this new age thinking. I'm gender fluid. They being indoctrinated with that ideology. And among other things too. So children is mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. I've encountered that with a lot of family members, children in my family, like just family members, just disrespectful. I just sit back and then I hear stories how the parents and children relationships. I know a story where child just outright cursed out. I'm just giving you the cliff notes with this, just the short form. But how a family member, this where a child they had a little dispute, and the child just outright just say, curses the parent out, and even think they're on the same level, threaten to call the police, and basically saying, if you do something to me, I will F you up, and all of this stuff to the parent. And the child don't even apologize, thinking everything is all right. They think they're on the same level as the parent. Being mad disrespectful. And they, hanging up on the parents and conversation. And you find this, I'm just extending this. This is a case that I know personally within my family structure. But I know cases all throughout, and I see it on TV and everything, that these children out here is mad disrespectful. Don't really have respect for the parent, for whatever reason. And I say my answer to this is, as parents, you can't allow disrespect. you can't allow disrespect. Children hanging up on the parents, cursing the parents out, just whatever. No, 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 no. We can't. We're not going there. If you mad disrespectful to, let's say, your parents, and it reaches that level, you just need to go on with your life. And parents, I'm going to suggest this to you. You just need to wash your hands and leave these children alone and let these little gremlins defend for themselves. And when they crash and burn, you don't know them. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. You don't know them. You just wash your hands. You just have to take that L. Because these children now is indoctrinated with certain mindsets that is being pushed by the media, the system, the matrix. We know about that, and they have no regard. They have no regard, no respect for the authority. And if it reaches that point, you just have to leave them alone. And if they are, let's say, underage, minors, if it comes down to it, then they gotta be with the auntie or uncle or whatever, or the foster home or whatever. But it cannot go on your clock where you're gonna get stressed out, parents, from your children being disrespectful to you. And then you still gotta pay their way and still look at them every day. It just can't go down like that. That's not life. That's being mad disrespectful. I find a lot of these children out here is more disrespectful than grown folks. I mean, in my travels, I have came across with children being disrespectful. And I was just thinking, I have homies that I've been friends with for over 20 years. Tight. Grown men. I have grown men, and grown men show me respect. We have a code. Guys that I grew up with from childhood, they don't disrespect me. They will never say certain things to me. And these are grown men. We have a certain understanding. And I grew up with these men. But you get children and women that is mad disrespectful. They are nowadays. I see it all up in social media. This is not acceptable, not to me. When I come across with these children, I'm gonna get to the women in a moment, being just disrespectful, I don't want to be around them. And this is why a lot of us men, especially, are loners, because you can't get that. Disrespect. These children out here is very, they 4, 5, 6. You want to kick them in the neck, but obviously you can't. And then they teenagers being disrespectful, more disrespect. And they teenagers, they smelling themselves, and if you punch them in the head, then now you're wrong. So for me to avoid them punching them in the face, I rather not. I don't want them around me. I don't want these disrespectful children, whether they family, friends, or foe, being around me. Because I'm going to punch them in the face. Mr. Greatness going to punch them in the face. And guess what? I'm going to get charged. So I'd rather for them not to be around me. It's best. Because you got all these gremlins around here, and they just around here, and I see it on TV. I don't want these children around me. I see these children floating around. I don't want to be around them, because they have no manners. Not all the children, of course, But a lot of these children have no manners. They talk all that talk to their parents, and they out here cursing, and I mean, it's just not only that, but they just saying all different types of things, and they have this new age philosophy. So, being that they have this new age philosophy that been indoctrinated in their soul, I'd rather for them stay clear. I see them, I make sure I'm away from them. Don't even strike conversations. I don't even want to strike conversations. If I see them walking the streets, and they doing something crazy, I really don't. Hey man, I'm going in a different direction. I don't even want to even look in their direction, because then I could get sucked into a situation and I could get arrested and stuff off of hearsay and all of this other stupid stuff. I don't even want to be bothered. I stay clear. Mad disrespectful. And you find this with women too. Oh my God, that's even worse. That's why maybe the children, is that way, single mothers. I mean, they have disrespectful children to the highest degree. Oh my God, they have. And these single mothers, and not only that, but a lot of these women even with no children, young women, old women, mad disrespectful. You see it on social media. They just talk reckless. We know this, men in general. These women swear they can beat a man, They go in the faces of men. They curse out men. They put their hands on men. They just point their fingers in the faces of men. And they could be 4 foot nothing. Mad disrespectful. They feel, and a man could be 6'9". Mad disrespectful, because they know if the man hits them, they got the police. And they got then they got other men. Other men is gonna jump and put their Superman capes on. Mad disrespectful. These modern day women. They get in the face of men in a minute, talk reckless in a minute. I do not want to be around them. These disrespectful women. I do not want to be around them. I see them, I turn the other way, stay clear. Just lots of disrespect that goes on in this world. See, because in reality, if we're on some old barbaric stuff, some old school rules, if we're on some Fred Flintstone type of mentality, if we was in a different parallel universe, let's just say, not me, but I'm just saying in the parallel universe, a baseball bat would be taken to these women's heads and clubbing them like Fred Flintstone. Cacao. I get on some barbaric shit. Not me personally. I'm saying the me in the alternate universe. Not me, because I don't believe in violence. So I'm not sanctioning this by no stretch of the imagination. So I don't want you to say, Mr. Greatest, hitting women is good, and hitting children is good, and he's about violence. No. I'm not about violence. This is the disclosure, because I know you fools out here will quickly be saying he's about that. No, I'm speaking if it was in a parallel universe, okay? This is parallel universe talk. I have to be very clear in this day and time. I gotta be very clear, because in this day and time, the words that you say could be held against you. So I'm speaking if it was in a parallel universe, if it was a person like, let's say, me or someone else, In the parallel universe, for this disrespectfulness, we be on some Fred Flintstone stuff. Women being disrespectful in a man's face. Cacao. Right in the back of the head. Kids being disrespectful. Cacao. Kick them right in the neck and drag them and give them justice. Cacao. Every time disrespect occurs. I'm on some real cowboy and real Wild Wild West type of moves. But see, I think that's one of the problems of today. There's no fear of repercussions. It's just whatever. It's just, you can say whatever and do whatever. And laws back up individuals that could be mad disrespectful. In the world, in the parallel world, you have a lot of Mr. Greatnesses out here that will be on some real barbaric stuff in a parallel universe. You really would. You will really have a lot. You really will have a lot of justice on some cowboy Wild Wild West moves. You can't have a man stepping in another man's face and cursing him out and being disrespectful. The gun game will be on deck. Like on some real cowboy, Wild Wild West type of thing. I have to say this in a way. You know what? That's also called street justice. And that's missing up today, because at least back in the days that it was more orderly, because people know that there could be something that can happen to you for being disrespectful. Children knew if you disrespectful, they know there's repercussions. There's the belt for the young ones, the teenagers. You're just going to get punched out or slapped up. Women being disrespectful, you'll get punched out or slapped up. Other men, you definitely going to get punched out. And if you get slapped up, you are, because that man is really disrespecting you. He feel you just nothing but a dog. But you're going to get punched out or shot up if it's a man-to-man move. So that keeps the world balanced. But only you have this disrespect to this degree in North America and European nations, because they allow the weak to get over. Being mad disrespectful. And being that we in this society of disrespect, I'd rather be alone. Alone in the sense, just have a few people that I talk to. I can't deal with, me personally, I can't deal with the society. I could do business in society. I could befriend people in this society. But I can't be a part of this society, if you understand where I'm coming from. Because it's just it's too disrespectful. And it's and the weak are protected. And the strong people that strong are the one being ridiculed and ostracized and abused and made out to be the bad individuals. Evil now is considered good, and good is considered evil. So I just decide the best thing for you individual men and women that is really not about this system, this matrix, is to basically keep to yourself, simplify your life. Don't get yourself involved with people on a big scale. Don't go to these parties, these job individual Christmas parties, especially. Don't do it. Because you're going to get disrespect. You're going to get a level of disrespect. And it's built under friendly environment. They'll tell you, it's going everything all good. But when you go to these events, you're going to get more disrespect indirectly because people is in a comfortable environment and they get all lit. They get themselves all feeling nice and start drinking. And they're going to feel they could just say anything to you. Especially you, Willie. You, Willie, you go there to those affairs. Yeah, that will be a home of disrespect. Now you're in their territory. It's going to come to you indirectly or directly. So keep yourself away from certain events and certain situations where disrespect can come in place, because it always do. It's like clockwork. It always comes in. It always. When you at these functions, and it's not like me just saying this, like it's not like me making up stuff. This is just how it is. This is the society that we live in. So being mad disrespectful is the MO in this day and time. So for all of my peoples out here that is not about that life, keep it simple in your life. Stay away from people as much as you can, because the more you put yourself out there, this is my personal opinion, the more you put yourself out there, the more disrespectful people will be. Unless you are, especially if you're a public figure, it comes with the territory. But if you don't have to be in the public spotlight, or if you choose not to, then it's best for you to stay away from people. And that's kind of messed up, because we not created, in my opinion, to be like that, antisocial. But if you want to protect yourself and safeguard yourself, your safety and your mental, you got to stay away from these lunatics out here. Because these lunatics out here, whether in the job or or everyday life, They're going to get you in a situation. So, what say you? Thank you for listening.